Shin Ultraman defends the world from a freak show of abominable aliens and catastrophic creatures, and it is these monstrous foes that we will be focusing on in this new video series. But be warned, spoilers lie in wait, so proceed at your own risk. Also, please like and share this video, subscribe to Monstrosities here on YouTube, and consider joining our Patreon today. It is through the support of viewers like you that allows the creation of content like this. Now, get ready to face the Kaiju of Shin Ultraman. Named after the Roman tyrant Nero, Neronga emerged July 31st, 1966 in Ultraman's third episode, Science Special Search Party, Move Out. It was another creation of Ultraman monster and alien designer Tohl Narita, who spoke about his approach to the four-legged kaiju in the book The Art of Tohl Narita. I decided to be a little flamboyant in terms of color, and used a large tiger pattern on the back. It is uncertain who constructed the Neronga suit. Many credit suitmaker Akira Sasaki, but he admittedly cannot recall. I did the conversion to Gabura, but I have no clear memory of Neronga. Absent in Narita's original watercoloring were the kaiju's electricity discharging antennas, which were added upon suit construction. Responsible for both Neronga's rotating antennas and light-up ray-shooting horn was Shigeo Karakata, a Tsuburaya technician who created the mechanical and electrical gimmicks used for Ultra Q's and Ultraman's heroes and monsters. Other examples of his work include Ultraman's color timer, Elikane's spinning ears, and Balton's glowing eyes. The wonderful fandom blog Ultopia notes that curiously, Neronga's ornamentation is missing in press photos, speculating that they were added at the decision of Ultraman 66's production staff during shooting. In fact, the Neronga head without the antennas might look too simple and plain, writes the Ultopia blog, which could make him a pathetic-looking kaiju. This could have also been a conscious choice to further differentiate Neronga from the suit it was modified from, Baragon, the on-loan Toho Studios kaiju who found a lot of work moonlighting as various Tsuburaya monsters in Ultra Q and Ultraman. Toho monsters have a biological feel, said Shin Ultraman director Shinji Higuchi to Monton Web. But Tsuburaya monsters have mechanisms such as glowing horns and rotating backs, and they have kinetic energy. There's a slightly different direction from the biological sense, and that is what makes them so appealing. The man inside the reportedly incredibly heavy Neronga suit was none other than Haruo Nakajima, Toho's legendary suit actor who had played Godzilla and many other silver screen monsters, including Baragon, the kaiju of which Neronga had been modified from. Nakajima was no fan of working in television, however. I thought it was lower class than movies, Nakajima said in his biography, My Monster Life, and I didn't think it paid well. But Nakajima's loyalty to Eiji Tsuburaya was stronger than his disdain for TV, and the actor played both Pagos and Gomez in Ultra Q before making his debut in Ultraman as Neronga. Nakajima believed the highlight of the episode was his battle with Ultraman, which was played by suit actor Ben Furuya. The veteran Nakajima directed Furuya in their battle, and Furuya apparently did his best. I knew it must be painful to be in a tight-fitting wetsuit, but Furuya was very patient, recalled Nakajima. He was working very hard and selflessly under that mask. Furuya also recounts the Ultraman vs. Neronga fight in his biography, The Man Who Became Ultraman. Nakajima-san threw Ultraman, crushed him, punched him, or leaned on him and put his weight on him with all of his strength and seriousness, writes Furuya. He would do this so many times, both for the test and for the actual performances, that it hurt everywhere. It was a tough day for me. What was the strongest monster that Ultraman fought? Which one was the scariest? What was the hardest? I was often asked these questions. The answer is Nakajima-san, or rather, Monster with Mr. Nakajima in it. For Shin Ultraman, Neronga had always been on the mind of screenwriter Hideaki Anno, as Neronga appears in his 2018 Shin Ultraman proposal memo to Tsuburaya Productions. Anno's version of the creature sounds pretty similar to the original Showa incarnation, the notes detailing that the kaiju lives underground when resting, goes above when active, has a steady diet of electricity, can go transparent, and should have the ability to fight on two legs similar to the original 1966 suit. There was one big visual departure, however, suggested by Anno. If electricity is the main food source, a predatory digestive organ, such as an oral cavity, may not be necessary, the proposal reads. Early conceptual drawings by both Shin Ultraman director Shinji Higuchi and monster modeler Takayuki Takeya played with the idea of the monster going mouthless, but it was dropped in later drafts. As noted in previous videos, Anno from the very beginning had wanted to construct a story reason that would play off the real-life fact that the original Neronga, Pagos, and Gabura had been derived from the Baragon suit. Anno's answer was to have them be evolutionary cousins or be part of the same biologically engineered weapon line. Both Anno and director Higuchi have also stated across various books, magazines, and web interviews that this was also an attempt at reducing budget by utilizing the same basic 3D CG model, which mostly didn't work because designs of all three kept deviating further and further apart. Pinpointing when exactly this detour in design took place is hard to say. Takayuki Takeya's Neronga and Gabara drawings were done very closely together throughout February of 2019. As one can see by the designs, including the half sculpt made for shape verification purposes, the main body of Takeya's Neronga and Gabara are the same, just needing the head swapped out to change creatures, much like how the originals did it with the Baragon suit back in '66. Takeya's Gabara would go on to get further updates in April and May of 2019, but Neronga seemingly went back to square one. Why this happened is so far currently unclear, but Masahiro Maeda was asked to come up with a Neronga more in line with Tohl Narita's original design. This is what became the finalized look of Shin Neronga, who was then drafted into 3D CG. Though the conceptual drawings of Neronga had the creature on all fours in a stance similar to as if it were a man in suit, Shin Ultraman's visual effects team considered reversing or fanning out the kaiju's joints in order to make it more of a natural-looking quadruped animal. This was discarded, however, and they stuck to the original design. In the film, Neronga meets Ultraman in a mountain region that was inspired by the rural township of Minobu, which is located in Yamanashi Prefecture. Their encounter goes down much the same way like how it did in the original show, with Neronga's electrical ray harmlessly bursting against Ultraman. The creature realizes it is outmatched, cloaks, and hightails it, but ultimately meets its end as the first victim of Shin Ultraman's Spacium beam. A big thank you goes out to Evan Godzilla, who helped in doing additional research for this video. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel and follow him on Twitter. Another huge thanks goes out to our newest patron, UltraKong87, for joining the Henshin Heroes tier over at the Monstrosities Patreon. It is through the gracious support of viewers like UltraKong87 that helps maintain this channel and create content like this. And yeah, for Ultraman's sake, keep watching Tokusatsu for the good of mankind and yourselves. We'll be hunting more Kaiju of Shin Ultraman very soon.